see if I got
What's
the
up,
roll.
y'all? We here talking about Super Bowl weekend, recap of the Rumble, NBA trade deadline. Just waiting on Matt right now. Me and Raph just talking back. Raph went to the Lakers Nets game over this week. Want to talk about that a little bit while I wait for Matt, Rob?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. Definitely cool experience. This being my first NBA game. Um,
Oh, really? That was your first one, bro?
First
I
NBA
didn't,
game ever.
I didn't know that.
I've only been to baseball games. I went to a college football game, and now I'm going to an NBA game to see the greatest basketball player ever, the greatest human to ever touch a basketball, LeBron James. I got there right before tip off. It was really cool because he did his little their ritual that he throws the ball up in the air and then they squat at the same time.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
that was hella funny, but it was really cool. Really
That's
cool.
dope, bro.
I got to see Luka Magic too. He's a demon in person, and bro, the next sucks, bro. Bro, the Lakers scored 43 in the first quarter, and then they didn't look back. In the second quarter, they had like 70 points.
Yeah,
Third
bro.
quarter, 100. It was over, bro.
I think they should actually consider moving back to New Jersey, low key, bro. It's just not going well out there.
I just think that they're Barclays in general is just making so much money that I don't think they will let the Nets go back to Jersey. I
But
don't think so.
Barclays is making money not because of the Nets, bro. They're making money because of everything else,
Like
the
concerts,
concerts, the
concert. Yeah,
event.
yeah,
Yeah, bro. It's a great venue. I like the Barclays, and that's just mad easy to walk into. You just walk right in and you right there.
yeah.
Um,
That's really
but
fire.
but you're right, bro. They suck. Like I think they're the worst. They're probably the worst team in the league, right? Like hands down.
I think. Well, now I can confidently say that they're the worst run team in the league right now because it used to be the Wizards, but look at the Wizards. They just got Anthony Davis, bro. They got
And
Trey Young.
and Trey Young, yeah, yeah.
They
You
got.
can't say they're not trying to win. You know what I mean?
I
You
can't
can't
say
say
the
they're
same thing for the
not trying to
Nets.
win.
Yeah.
But damn, Trey Young is kind of. I don't know. We gonna talk about the AD trade when Matt gets here, but I got some I got some depressing comments about that,
Have you been an AD guy before?
I liked AD, bro. I did. I thought I was more of a DeMarcus Cousins guy when they were like together. I always thought DeMarcus Cousins was the dog, but then he always got
Boogie.
hurt.
Boogie
So
Cousins.
yeah, yeah, I always thought, but then he got hurt. But AD, I always liked the way AD played. I thought he could be more aggressive. Well, again, we'll get into the conversation later. But I didn't hate him. I didn't hate when he left New Orleans. He wasn't doing anything over there. So yeah, get out of there, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look
Matt,
who's here, bro.
look.
Really? His
Chop.
background, bro.
Chop.
Yo, I was thinking about putting a picture in the back, but I was like, yo, look what this guy did.
Yo, what's good, Brody?
What's up, boys?
What's everything, bro?
We good, we
We
good.
could be live, bro. Right? We already live, so we can get right into it. Raph was just talking about his basketball event this
Yeah,
past week.
Raph, talk to us about it. How was it seeing LeBron James live?
Yeah, I was saying to Jay that it's one thing to see greatness on TV. It's another it's another thing to see greatness on actual human flesh. And it was just one check mark. Next is Curry. I hope to see Roman Reigns soon. But I want to see a lot of goats as I keep going in this lovely life I live. But listen, LeBron, bro, he still got it. Old man still got it. I
I
saw that you were
tuned
saying
in.
in the chat. You were saying in the chat, LeBron.
I tuned in. I was eating. I tuned in. I said, let me see if I spot Raph. And then I saw LeBron with the alley-oop dunk and then the fast break dunk. I was like, whoa. I know Raph was going
Old man
crazy
had
for it.
like, old man had like 27 points too, bro.
I
He
bet it
wasn't
made you
even
appreciate
close.
Fire.
like greatness more, right? Like it made you appreciate like seeing that shit live. Because I know when I saw it live, I was like, damn, like we don't really appreciate these guys.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Well, great. Glad you got to see the second greatest of all time live.
Fair enough.
Bro, if you got to
But
watch the greatest of all time, bro, I mean that'd have been crazy.
Oh, I did though. I did see the greatest of all time. Sorry.
we get to see the greatest of all time when we see J Rod playing flag football. That's all I know.
Oh, see, look, this guy was not to get on my side. He was not to win me over. We're gonna have a great podcast.
All right, boys, let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about. It is Super Bowl weekend. It's also the NBA trade deadline today, and we're coming off the Royal Rumble this past weekend. Boys, what do we want to start with first here?
Oh man, I guess dealer's choice. Go ahead, come on, Matt. You're the host. You pick, brother.
I'll ask you guys for a change. What are we thinking?
I guess
Deadline.
Yeah, I guess deadline we can start with since looks like nothing else is gonna be going on anytime soon.
Yeah, well, the trade deadline came and went. A lot of moves went. A lot of moves happened, guys. But one move that did not happen. Giannis Antetokounmpo stays with the Milwaukee Bucks. He said on IG after, "Legends don't chase, they attract." J-Rod, was this a good move for Giannis and the Bucks?
Oh man. I think it was a good move for the Bucks. I was, listening to some shows today, and they made some great points saying like the the Bucks can get a better trade in the offseason. Right now, the options that they had, not that they want to get a good, decent package for them, but they can get more if the Rockets are involved or the Spurs are involved or even like an OKC is involved with these, with the trade process. So I think waiting it off, they're not going to do anything this year anyway. So what's another couple months? Wait till the trade deadline. Wait till the season is over, and have your pick of the litter. Only one team is going to win the chip, so everybody else is going to be chasing. They're going to want Giannis on their team. Just ride it out and wait till you get a better offer. It sucks for me as a Knicks fan. I would love to have him there. It sucks for me as an NBA fan because having Giannis just rot away in Milwaukee for another NBA season is not what I want to see. But for the Milwaukee Bucks specifically, I think it was a good move.
Yeah, J-Rod, I agree there. As far as the Knicks, I know they've been playing much better recently. They won 8 in a row, but I still think Giannis was the missing piece that they needed this year. I really was glad, of course, that he didn't end up going to the Warriors. The Miami Heat looked like they were going to be involved, but it didn't end up working out. As for Giannis, though, if he really wants to stay in Milwaukee, then so be it. If that's really what he wants and he wants to be a loyal guy, then good for him. If he wants to be a Kobe guy or Curry guy, I love that for him. But it sucks though for NBA fans, right? You want to see him on a contender this year. You want to make the season more interesting. But yeah.
Um, I'm very glad that Giannis trade didn't happen this deadline because if the Mavs didn't have their head up their ass last year, they would have done the same thing with Luca. This gave me the same vibes as the Luca trade because, if Nico Harrison said, you know what, we want to trade Luca the offseason, everyone here, Luca's available. Everyone would have been offering their best packages, and I'm very glad that they didn't make the move of Giannis. Why? Because now we all know that Giannis will be available coming in the offseason, and now everybody will have their best package. Obviously, in the offseason, you don't have to worry about injuries or any concerns like that. You can have a better outlook of future picks. If you guys didn't know that, but the Milwaukee Bucks need a lot of picks coming through with this trade. They don't own a lot of their first round picks. A lot of their first round picks are swaps because of the Drew Holiday and Damian Lillard trade. So they have to be very, very smart. And I think that this is an inevitable trade that will result in Giannis going to a team that has a lot of picks. I don't think it's going to go to a team that has necessarily young guys. And that's why the Warriors pick, the Warriors trade was so much, I would say, higher than anyone else's. Why? Because those they call it the post-Steph picks. Those are very valuable. We don't know how bad the Warriors will be after Steph, but we can imagine how bad they will be, right? So I don't imagine him going to a team in like a big market because those big market teams, if you really think about the Knicks and maybe the Warriors, but besides them, you have to look at the other teams with a lot of draft stock. So if he gets traded, I'll imagine that he goes to a team that's a very high in picks. So my picks would be he either goes to the Blazers because they have a lot of Milwaukee's picks, or he goes to Oklahoma. Ooh.
So you don't think the Bucks front office says, "Well, we'll comply a little bit with what you want. If he wants to go to the Knicks or the Heat or the Lakers, you don't think they send him there? They do their best."
I don't know. I don't know. If it's a West team, then sure, because obviously it gets them off their conference. But I think that with if you're a smart front office, I don't care how much loyalty you have, because I'll be honest, this is a business at the end of the day, and a lot of these guys get betrayed many times, right? So I think that with that being said, it being a business, I think you do what's best for you, and you know that Giannis is probably the best blue chip player right now available, and you got to go all in. So you look for the best offer. You look at every offer you have, but you pick your best offer, no matter what Giannis wants, where he wants to go.
Yeah, I agree with Raf, man. As much as I know Giannis gave a lot to that city, and he restored that franchise, winning them a chip. But you gotta do what's best for the future. You can't just send a player that's gonna leave you just somewhere they want to go just because. You know what I mean? Like, and then they go win 2 championships with that guy, and you're the sole responsibility, especially with somebody in the East. And the West is a little bit easier, but then what if Milwaukee makes a miraculous one without Giannis, gets to the championship, and then meets Giannis in the finals and then lose to them? So I think you have to do what's best for your franchise. Get the draft picks. If you have a young player that you're interested in that you can get in the trade as well, pick him up. But don't base your trade off of Giannis's uh, preference.
Yeah, we'll see what happens this summer, guys. A lot of teams gonna be interested, and let's see if Giannis gets his wish or not. But as far as the rest of the deadline, guys, a lot of moves being made. Let's go through some of them here a little bit. Right, you have the Mavericks trading Anthony Davis to the Wizards. You have Kristaps Porzingis to the Warriors. Kobe White traded to the Hornets. Zubac to the
Pacers.
Pacers, and James Harden to the Cavs, guys. What do you guys think of this deadline? Which team had the best move? Which team had the worst move?
Whew.
Me, I think that personally, I got Pacers winning the deadline. I think that they have the worst record in the East, meaning they have the best chance at the first pick. So I think if they keep losing out, you're pretty much guaranteed a top five pick. And if you let the Pacers get a Darren Peterson, we're looking at the Pacers running it back, and they're going to the back to the finals because you have Halliburton or Halliban, sorry. You have Peterson. You can get a three. You have Siakam, and then you have Zubac at the five, with Neesmith coming off the bench. That's the Knicks nightmare right there. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but it'll look bad. Besides Pacers, I think that I can say the Wizards. I like what the Wizards did. If we really look back at it and we think about who the Mavs just traded, Luka for, you can confidently say that they traded for what, 3 first rounders and Chris Middleton, and other bums. But listen, I got the Wizards. I think that was a really solid thing that they do. I mean, they did with AD, because now, just like I mentioned with the Pacers, you have an automatic top 5 pick, maybe top 7 at worst if you win, or obviously if other teams lose more than you. But I can confidently say that Trey Young, maybe Trey Johnson, they have Keyshawn George, AD, and Alex Sarr. That can be a fun team in the East.
Yeah,
Very,
they have probably gonna have a top 5 pick coming
Top
in
five
the
pick.
draft too.
Who knows? They get the second pick. They can get AJ Dabanska. All of a sudden, that starting 5 is, whew.
So yeah, I think the Wizards had the best one. So I'll do the worst team, I think, and I think having James Harden come to the Cleveland Cavaliers, I don't think it's to say the worst thing in the world. I just don't think it moves the needle, and I think it kind of sets the Cleveland Cavaliers backwards almost. You're getting an older guy who's basically getting his weight out of the league. You want to get younger. I know, and if you are going to bring that veteran presence into the locker room, James Harden is not the guy for that. You know what I mean? He's not going to show up in the moments you need him to show up in. We've already been through this song and dance with multiple teams. He's becoming the new Shaq. He's going to have every jersey in the league. It's not moving the needle. So I think you give up things to get him. You think it's a big splash move. I think it gets you to the second round of the playoffs, and maybe you get a year or two out of him. So I think the move was basically irrelevant and pointless.
Yeah, I agree with both you guys to a certain extent. I really like what the Wizards did there, right? Getting Trey Young, getting Anthony Davis. They've set themselves up to have a nice core. Of course, if Anthony Davis can stay healthy, which is always a question mark. And as far as the Cavs, between James Harden and Darius Garland, I mean, they both have not been too good in the playoffs. James Harden, obviously, a longer track record, and his peak is probably in the playoffs. He'll take what he can give you more than what Darius Garland can give you. But I think that's more about what could happen next year. And the guy that Raf went to see this past week uh, in Brooklyn, possibly going back to Cleveland for one final year. I could see that very much happening next year. You pair him with James Harden,
Is
his
his contract up?
guy.
Sorry, I interrupt. Is his contract up next year?
Yeah. So, I mean, you never know what could happen there. I think that's a move for that. I don't think he moves the needle, like you said, J-Rod, too much this year. Another move I like, guys, was Nikola Vucevic to the Celtics. And here's why. The Celtics needed a big man. They got a double-double machine. I know he doesn't really play much defense, but does that motivate Jason Tatum to come back more this year? They're third in the Eastern Conference. You never know. If Tatum comes back, that could be a big piece right there that they need to get to the finals again. So I really like that pickup for them.
Yeah, I would prefer Celtics to get a Zubac more than a Vucevic, only because let's say when the inevitable happens and Tatum comes back, I don't think that they necessarily needed another scorer. I definitely think that they needed more of a presence in the paint, and I feel like throughout the years, Celtics have been at their best when they have a big man controlling the paint, like a Al Horford, like a Porzingis when he was healthy. So we all know that Vucevic is not he's a liability when it comes to defense, and of course he can give you a 20 and 10, but sometimes those 20 and 10s are not necessarily always going to win you the game, because we have a lot of there's more big men that they're becoming solid. So
You need that dog.
yeah, but it was a solid move for them.
Rob, as
But
far as
anything,
your Warriors, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
no, I was saying anything like in this trade deadline that really like made you think like, oh yeah, now they a championship contender, right? Like it was kind of dead this trade deadlock, right?
Yeah, I think most of the moves I feel like were made for the future.
Yeah,
Like AD, Jaren Jackson going to the Jazz, moves like that. I think those are for the future.
Yeah.
yeah. Wasn't really anything crazy. I think Giannis was the big story, and nothing happened with him, so it kind of just like
Yeah. Rav, your Warriors though, that's a Tingus Pingus Porzingis. That's a nice move there.
Listen. I saw a tweet. It was a funny. I started dying for 5 minutes, guys. It said, "Kristaps Porzingis makes AD look like Iron Man," and it's so true, bro.
yeah.
That's so true. Listen, Matt. Maybe 2022, 2023 Porzingis. I would have loved it, but the guy can't stay healthy. The guys, and listen, availability is what your best what.
ability.
Yeah, I don't even have to finish it, but you
Yeah.
guys already know. They
I mean, you got Kaminga off your hands.
but
That's
but that's Kaminga. That's the thing that no one that people don't ever understand. He was never the problem. It was Steve Kerr. He was the problem. He never
But you know,
played
you're not gonna get
Kaminga.
you're not gonna like if
Yeah,
two of
you're
them
not
are
gonna part
clashing,
ways
you're
with
not gonna get rid of Steve Kerr.
right. But listen, it's fine. I guess you have to wait for Butler. But listen, I just heard that Butler, he didn't even get his surgery yet. He's gonna happen on what Monday. That's not good. That means it got delayed. Meaning he's
Yeah.
not gonna be back till like what April of next year. That's not a good sign for the Warriors. And Curry, if I was Curry, I would have been left that shithole.
He's not leaving now, right? Like, there's no chance he's leaving now.
If you haven't left when Clay left, I don't think that you should.
Yeah. I think 2 years ago was his chance to leave, and he.
But let me ask you guys then. Let me present you guys the stage. You want to talk about my team? Let's talk about your team. Let me be the
I
host
think we
real
had.
quick.
I think we just had a double overtime win against the Nuggets. That's what I. That's what I just.
and
That's what I just
courtesy
saw.
to you guys, what 8-game winning streak? Congratulations. It's only on for him, right? Anyways, how do you guys feel that they stayed with this core and they didn't go, you know, looking for others and they just got Alvarado? What do you guys feel about that?
Want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I think. I think me and Matt might agree here, but I think it was Giannis or nothing, right? Like, there was no other move out there that we could have possibly made. You know, a Zubas would have been nice, you know, but I mean, is he really going to move the needle for us in the East? Is he going to take us over the edge to guarantee a championship appearance? No. So it was either Giannis and we give up some pieces that we have now to make that championship run with the superstar, or kind of just go with the guys we have. I mean, so we thought this team could get to the championship game, um, currently constructed. So I'm gonna believe the same thing midway through the season.
Yeah, I agree, J Rod. It was Giannis or bust there. That was the only move that could really separate or really put in all of our minds that okay, this now we can actually win a championship. It's the same team pretty much from a season ago. I do like the pickup of Alvarado. Raf, he's a New York guy. That's New York
Perfect.
great right there. Went to Christ the King. I mean, that's just
He's Puerto Rican.
he's Puerto
Yeah,
Rican.
brother.
It's a
That's it.
perfect fit. Um, I know Deuce McBride is supposedly going to be out for the year now. He's going to have surgery. So Alvarado, the need for Alvarado fit in nicely there. I'm just not sure, J Rod. I'm just not sure about the Knicks. You guys know I wasn't too sure about them firing Tibbs. I just fear an early exit, and it's just I guess that's gonna motivate them to go hard for Giannis in the offseason. I hope I'm wrong, but that's just a gut feeling that I have with this
Do you
team right now.
do you feel the fear because we made the change at coaching? Like, do you fear that like he's just not gonna have the guys ready for the playoffs? That Tibbs would have them prepared. Because
Ah,
I'm kind of my mindset's kind of the opposite. Because actually am looking forward to seeing them in the playoffs. Because the big knock on Tibbs was that he used to run the guys into the ground, and they wouldn't be ready for playoff time. So maybe having a different coach, knowing how to manage his guys. Let's see how they do in the postseason. I liked what I saw in that double overtime win. Like, they showed grit against the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being too optimistic.
I just feel like you didn't. I just feel like one more year with Tibbs, just to see like you made it a year for. You made it further every single year with Tibbs. I just think continuing that just to see if okay, now do we get to the championship or not? Then it would have been the time to get rid of him. Just
Not
changing the whole system now, I'm just not sure if that was the right move.
Yeah, if I was the Knicks, I wouldn't have gotten rid of Tibbs. I would have see what we could do one more year.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's move on here to this past weekend. The Royal Rumble, guys.
Wait, one second, Matt. 1 second. And I feel like it's only right to ask you guys this. Um, you guys feel that LeBron is gonna retire, or is he gonna have another year? Because I've been thinking about this lately, and for as much as I glorify my glorious king, I know
Mm.
that he's very much craving for attention at all times, and you know The easy pick would say, no, he doesn't go, you know, to retirement or he goes to Cleveland. But my pick is that he stays in the NBA, but he goes to a team that we were never expecting. That's what I'm gonna say about him. Because the last two goats, Jordan and Brady, what did they do? They went to teams that we had no idea were linked to them. No idea. So I just feel like LeBron is gonna stay one more year. Take Bronny with him. And to go to a team that we have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
I have a rebuttal to that. So technically, LeBron is on his third team. So technically, this would be his swan song team, and pay. I don't think that. I don't know. I don't think him going to another team is gonna add anything to his legacy. So like, why not? I think you're right. I think he'll be more criticized for it than anything, because, he's just trying to keep the wheels going. I feel like ending it in LA with a franchise team. If he goes back to Cleveland and does one more year, fine, whatever. I'm cool with that. I could live with that. But anywhere else besides there, I think you're just kind of, yeah, I think you're kind of squeezing the peel. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree there, J-Rod. I mean, I think she should have gone to Cleveland a couple of years ago when Bronny was going to get drafted, I think, and finish it there. But whatever, if Cleveland's going to be a better team next year, sure, and you add him there, that's fine. If he goes anywhere else, if he comes to the Knicks, if he goes to the Warriors, Raf, I mean, that's just what's the point there?
Yeah.
Just for attention. That's just for attention. Get a unbelievable farewell tour. That's just what that's for.
Yeah, that's why Cleveland will make sense. Farewell tour, call it quits, and on top. That's it.
Yeah. All right, we go with NBA.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, let's move on to the Royal Rumble, guys, this past weekend. Congrats to the two winners of the Royal Rumble, guys, Roman Reigns and Liv Morgan. A lot of things happened in that Royal Rumble, but Reigns, let's start with the man. Reigns wins his second career Royal Rumble, came out number 26, took out 5 guys.
Oh shit.
Can't even see.
Well, I got my
Shop is blocking.
Your troll filter is too much.
The go. Yep.
But Roman, guys, second career Royal Rumble, came out there on Monday Night Raw and chose CM Punk. That's probably going to main event night 2 of WrestleMania. Guys, was this the right move for WWE giving Roman Reigns the Royal Rumble?
Want me to go first? Okay. So I actually thought about this all week, and I came to the conclusion that I think it was the wrong choice. I think Roman Reigns is big enough where he doesn't need to have the Royal Rumble under his belt. And I think he was chosen because he is the big time player, and you're in Saudi Arabia, and you need a big time winner to end the show. So I think giving it to somebody who needed it, who needed that boost, would have got that pop. I wanted LA Knight to do it. I was talking about Oba Femi even winning it, giving somebody that push, like having Oba Femi and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, be one of the matches and maybe night 1. I think that's okay. Even Oba Femi can lose that match, but at least getting him at the main event of one of the Manias, I think would have been good. Roman doesn't need that. Roman could have came out and said the same fire promo he dropped on Monday night, he could have dropped a couple of weeks later at CM Punk, and you could have made that match just like that. So I would have given it to somebody else who needed the push, but am I going to throw a fit about it? No, because this Punk and Roman match is going to be... The build-up to this match is going to be insane. I'm hyped for it. Roman Reigns is spitting fire. Punk got the mic skill, so it's going to be a great build-up, but I do think they made the wrong choice.
Ralph, I'll go here. I'll let you go last on this. I think it was the right choice.
There we go.
For
Fucking
WWE.
Matt Rod.
because J Rod, there's just let's be realistic. There's no one else. LA Knight, his time has come and gone. LA Knight is
Well,
two.
now it has.
It's been over with LA Knight, J Rod. It's 3 years old. It's a 3-year-old act. It's just not. It's over. I mean, Money in the Bank is the next best thing, and if that doesn't happen, I mean, he'll be gone.
Yeah.
He'll be
If
gone
that
in a
doesn't happen,
year.
bro, he's cooked. He's
There's
cooked.
just there's not much for him. But like you said, J Rod, they were in Saudi Arabia. They needed a big star. Roman is that big star. There really, who else was there that was gonna win that Royal Rumble? Were we gonna have Cody win again?
No,
No, that would have been awful. That would have been awful. Were we gonna have Gunther win? I mean,
That would have
I
been
didn't even
worse.
think Gunther should have been in the Royal Rumble necessarily. He just retired AJ Styles. I mean, I don't think that was, especially having him come out at 30. I don't think that was a good move. Uh, who else could we? I just don't think they're ready to push a young star either, like an Obafemi, that much yet to give him the Royal Rumble in his first or second appearance there in WWE and the main roster. I don't think that would have been that's good either. I
yeah,
think Roman was the right guy, and it's one of the few dream matches that you have left out of the stars that are still there. It's one of the few big matches that you could possibly do.
no, that's a good
Um,
point.
I think they covered everything that they needed to cover because I don't think Roman's going to be there much until
Yeah,
WrestleMania anyway. He'll
nah,
probably make one or two more appearances. So they covered a lot on Monday, and that was good. Everything that needed to be said was said. And I think it's going to be a great match. So I do think though, guys, I don't necessarily like that Roman picked Punk just because of the title that he is going after that he clowned a couple of years ago. He said that's the losers bracket title. Now you're just going after the title. But I guess I guess what they did on Monday though, if it makes the title feel secondary to to the point of I'm going after Punk, not necessarily the title. I'm going after CM Punk. So I kind of now agree there with that. I understand that more because it's more about the person that you're going after as opposed to the title. And like you said, J Rod, I think it's going to be a great match. It'll probably headline the second night of Mania. And I think Roman was the right choice there.
Matthew, for the first time, me and Matthew can officially agree on everything that he just said. Wow, nailed it! Absolutely nailed it. Chap Rod has nailed it for once in his life. Congratulations, Matt. On the nail. First of all, I said it. Roman was gonna win. It's always a safe choice. Next time, guys. This is my third year. Oh my gosh, this is my third year coming in first place in this Royal Rumble prediction, guys. We gotta stop thinking.
yo,
When we
bro.
do these predictions, we gotta stop thinking about these fantasy booking. You gotta start thinking, what would Triple H do,
Yeah,
bro? That's how
yeah,
you have to start thinking. That's how I always think, right? Well, listen, you guys nailed it. Even though J. Ross said somebody was new, they went with the safe choice in Saudi. But we also have to remember, guys, where is Mania this year? Again, it's in Vegas. The Cena versus Cody match, one of the worst matches I've ever seen in my life.
yeah,
And it was highly criticized by everyone. A lot of people were watching that thing. And they said, you know what? Let me give you Roman Reigns now. Let's see if that's going to change your mind, right? They went with the big star. And I absolutely agree with everything what Matthew said. They went with the safe choice. They had to go with the big star in Saudi. Then obviously in Vegas next. But what you guys bring up is a very good point. That it makes it seem that it's more of they could have done this match without the title because now Roman is saying that I just hate you and everything that you've done to me in the past. I need to avenge myself, and you've made a mockery out of me. So I'm not really going for the title. I'm really going just to beat you, and you're going to acknowledge me. That's a simple point that they didn't do this right. They didn't have to have them this match go for the title. You could have gave it if this was your honest direction. You could have just gave Finn Balor the title and you go elsewhere with whoever won the Rumble. And obviously you can't look back now, but it's just something that their next promo I need for it to be more championship, like the talk of the championship of him saying, "Oh," because I did like that he said. I don't know if he said it, but he said, "You had the title longer than me, but I've always been the better champion." I like that.
Yeah.
That type of thing I like better because I want to see that. Okay, you guys hate each other, of course, but I want Punk to be like, you know, I'm still always gonna be the better champion. You're always gonna be below me, something like that. But it's never a bad decision to have Roman be on the top. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah, I look at it a little different because I look at it as like, okay, Roman has two equal options, right? He can go after the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight title, right? And when he talks to Punk in the promo, he goes, I could pick you because you're on the number one show. I could pick you because right now you're the number one guy in the company. But the reason I'm picking you, even though I have two equal options, even though those are all those are all pluses, I'm picking you. The real reason I'm picking you is because I hate you and I want to take away the one thing that you have and the one thing that makes you the man in the company because I'm the guy. Roman's character has always been this jealous guy that he always needs to be the top guy, and every guy who's at the top he hates. Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. Now he hates Phil, and it just helps that they have all this history in the past. I do agree though they need to talk about more about being the top guy and being a champion than them hating each other. But it's good, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword because that's what we want to hear. We want to hear the personal stuff because that's what's gonna make it interesting. But then it'll diminish the title, like Matt said.
So what does that do for Drew though, guys? Like, I feel like they diminished Drew there on Monday and
I'm not worried about Drew. I
completely.
think Drew's gonna spit fire on Friday.
I hope so. I
I
hope
think he's gonna
so.
spit fire.
But that's a good point, man. Because do we want to see night one Drew versus Cody and Jacob? Like that's kind of dog shit. And the thing is, guys, this is what I'm scared about. I think that Drew's gonna compete at the Elimination Chamber for the title. That's what I think. I think Cody's gonna win it.
In the chamber?
Or yes, I think he's gonna win the Chamber. I think they're gonna have to. They might do Cody versus. For some reason, I just have a feeling they might do Cody versus Randy, bro. I just have
They
a
could.
strong
They
feeling.
could. They
I have a
could.
feeling.
The,
I think that's what they're setting up.
And they have like Drew versus Jacob and like some night two, night one, like
some
middle
street
match.
fest, some street fight.
It's gonna be like
Yo,
some
this is.
street fight, like it's gonna be like a bloodline match or something.
It's like the thing with Drew, like Drew and Roman's story was about to be 4 years old of when that happened and Clash in Paris, like that. And Drew at one point he was the bloodline hunter, right? He wanted revenge on everybody in the bloodline, but then they just never went back to him and Roman, and it's like
Yeah, yeah. Because
as
Triple
the
H gets
time passed already, it's just
yeah. It's like Triple H has ADHD, bro. He can't focus on a storyline. That was a great storyline for Drew,
yeah.
being like the bloodline killer, and
If it was just Steph versus Punk and it was like 1-on-1 and then it would be Drew versus Roman, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't have minded that one. That would have been fine for me, in my opinion.
but you see what I'm talking about? Like when it comes to Triple H and these young guys, when we started the year, it looked like Braun Breaker was gonna be at WrestleMania, like no question.
Facing Punk. Yeah.
Facing Punk. Now I don't even see Braun Breaker in any main event. He might be facing Seth in the opening match on night one of WrestleMania, and it's like,
See, I think if they were gonna do, if the plan all along was to do Roman and Punk, and you made it such a story that it didn't need the title, then you should have just given Braun the title on the
right.
first Raw on Netflix, and then if Seth was truly gonna come back and do something to him, then you could do Seth and Braun for the title there, and then just do Punk and Roman that doesn't need a title.
But then you have like this political bullshit about like how the title's not gonna be the main event, and then if you have Roman and Punk main eventing one of the nights without the title, it gives the Cena Rock thing again. You know what I mean?
So as of right now, guys, do you think Roman is winning that title?
Raph is
No?
not looking at me because he knows the answer, bro. That bro, he's part time. He's not doing this no more.
I
He's
think
here.
that's my thing. That's my thing.
I'm
That
not
he's
worried about no
that he's
part time.
He,
I don't give a fuck about no part
he's
time.
here. He's here for the manias and the Summer Slams. That's it.
I don't
That's
give
what
a
he's
damn.
here for.
Matt, I don't. That's not my concern at all. If he's
Look,
part-time,
I would give
full-time,
I would give it
middle-time.
to him. I would give it
I
to
think
him.
he's gonna get it. I think he's gonna get it. I think he's
You think
gonna
he's gonna
get it.
win?
I think he's gonna win. Only, only, and you guys know who I'm gonna mention. Only if that man is not involved, bro. If he's not involved whatsoever, Roman's gonna win the title. If he's involved, we
So-
might get bald Phil Brooks again.
So my question is, where does it go from there? Roman wins the world heavyweight title. Where's the next feud?
I mean, you can freestyle from there. You can freestyle.
I don't know. Unless you're right about they do a whole big. There's a big storyline coming with Punk being.
Guys, if we don't remember Cena versus The Miz. The Rock literally rock bottom Cena. Went part-time the whole time throughout the year. Then he came back to talk shit with Cena, bro. I think that if we were ever to get Rock Roman, it's if Rock messes up Roman during this match. This is the only chance.
You're still holding on hook for that, Rock
The only-
Roman.
this is my last chance. This is my last chance. This is really the last chance now.
Matt said it. If Rock Roman's gonna happen, what Mania is gonna happen at? It's gonna happen in Saudi Arabia. That's where it's gonna happen.
2 p.m.
2
2
p.m.
p.m.
The Rock is gonna shut down electricity with the sun still out.
All right, Matt. So let me ask you. You want to talk about my guy? I
Yep.
think it's only right to talk about your clown. I mean, your
Yo.
Yeah.
because isn't it crazy to me? I mean, to all of us, they got the Yeet Man, doing his yeet. He comes down, and then the jobber. I mean, Brock Lesnar. He gets eliminated by Cody and LA Knight as if it was a fucking commercial break elimination, bro. And then Matthew's right next to me. He said, "No way, they just did that." But Matthew, they did. So I think we should devote this whole segment right now. Me and Jay, we might not say a word here, bro. I want to hear your thoughts on this, Matt. Burn the whole
Guys.
company.
Guys, that is one of the worst spots in the history of the Royal Rumble, and it's not even close. Guys, Brock Lesnar comes out there number 22, does great, eliminates a couple guys, shows Ilya Dragunov he's just a jobber. J-Rod, sorry. Has a stare down with Obafemi. Very nice. Teases for maybe Mania, maybe the future match, whatever. Takes out Obafemi. And then here comes Jey Uso, guys, like you said. And I could not believe what I was watching. The crowd is completely turned to Jey Uso, and they're all yeeting there like fucking geeks. And here in the corner, the one camera that's on the ring, showing Brock there just barely moving. He's just moving himself. Cody and LA Knight are barely touching him, and he just goes over the rope. And Michael Cole's just like, "Oh, Brock is eliminated." Next, 1 second later, goes back to Jay Yeating. Guys, that is Brock Lesnar. That is Royal Rumble Brock Lesnar. Whoever eliminates Brock, that should be a massive moment in the match. That is one of the biggest moments you could have in a match. And you just and I don't understand why. Why there? Did you not want Roman and Brock in the ring again? Like, I don't understand. Did they miss the cue before? Was it supposed to happen before the entrance? I mean, what could possibly, who produced that? Who said we're gonna do this right there as if nothing? And it wasn't even one guy, it was two guys. Like, that creates nothing. No story. He was just there, and then I was like, all right, he's gonna go attack Jay after, right? Like, I remember in 2023 or whatever when Bobby eliminated him, and he went and attacked who was it, Baron Corbin, and then the ref, and then he threw tables everywhere. Nothing. He just walked away. No visual of him. Nothing. Guys, how could that happen? How could you mess that up so badly?
I literally wrote down on my notepad when we were talking. Triple H can't book Rumbles. He can't. He can't. He hasn't booked not one good Royal Rumble. Like he hasn't. They've been terrible. Like you're right. How can you dump something? How you dump Brock Lesnar with no build? Somebody should have. One person should have dumped him out. It should have been Obafemi, and they should have set up Mania, or Gunther set up Mania. And then you end the Rumble with Gunther and Roman. You know Gunther's not winning. Like you know like you could have put somebody, you could have put anybody else in there, and that might have been a better chance than Gunther. Like you knew Gunther wasn't throwing out Roman. He can't book.
Gunther
shit,
should
bro.
have come out there where what Jey Uso did. There was 3 opportunities, guys. They had Brock and Oba staring at each other. Here comes the Miz right after. Then they do it again. Here comes Rey Fenix. And they do it again, and here comes Jey Uso. I mean, what are we doing, guys?
It's like he's trolling us on purpose. It's like he's purposely trying to troll us.
I think that they messed up too. Matthew mentioned earlier, they very much messed it up too. That our last visual of Gunther should have been him making AJ tap rather than him being eliminated by Roman. Like that was terrible.
He was
On his
in there
ass.
9 minutes. He was in there 9 minutes like nothing. It was just like a regular guy. Like, if he had come out there and he had eliminated Brock, I'd be like, okay, there's something.
Or like,
There's a reason to have him in there.
or like, imagine he came out like number 10 and he survived all the way to like the last two. Like, oh damn, like he had a match and he started at 10 and he like this guy is a beast,
Like if he
bro.
eliminated major names down the line. Like,
Yeah. Like, oh, he fought AJ Styles. He had like a 30-minute match, and he's out here throwing. Like, it would have been like a big nope. He's just out there huffing and puffing. Gets to the final two, and gets his ass thrown out by the tribal chief, and that's how it's over.
that's just awful. Ralph, you got to give me something here. That was just awful. Brock's
Nah, bro.
elimination was awful.
Yeah, that was. I feel like we're still gonna get the Oba and Brock match, but it's just like ways that you could have done it. You could have done Oba eliminating Brock, but it's just like that just didn't sit right with me. Like obviously I'm not the biggest Brock fan. I like the memes and all that, but you know for Cody Rhodes and LA Knight to do it like I'm telling you, it felt like a commercial break elimination.
Bro, it felt like it wasn't happening. Like it was like the music was playing, heating. Like it was an accident. Like he just fell over, and he wasn't supposed
Like
to do that.
Brock gassed out and he's like eliminate me.
I don't know,
he's like-
maybe he told the ref, he's like, all right, we're gonna do it here. I want to go back home. Like,
That's the only possible explanation. He was
I
like,
don't
all right.
it was Brock.
understand.
I think it was Brock was like, guys, wrap it up, and just throws himself over, bro. That was bad.
I don't
Yeah, that was
understand.
bad. That was really bad.
You're not sure what's left here, Matt?
I'm not sure what's left here, guys. That was a great debut though for Obafemi. Outside of that, in the men's rumble,
Yeah, this
anything else that
rumble
stood out
was-
to you guys? I don't.
This Rumble was, it was. Besides the winner, like everything else was just not great about it. It was trash. It was trash. The fact that it started at 2, the fact that it was no surprises barely. The biggest.
And you kind of like exposed that we're gonna get Drew versus Cody at Mania because Drew
Exactly.
Drew kicked the fuck out of Cody, and now he's gonna like
Not only that,
he's gonna win the chamber. Oh, we all didn't know that one was coming.
yo, bro. Not only that, fucking Finn Balor is supposed to be fighting for the championship this month.
He's
like-
gonna fight Punk in the chamber. Oh my god, Punk is gonna win. Wow.
Yeah, like now we know like there's no way Finn's gonna win the title. No way. And even if Triple H just like, okay, we'll give it to him on a Bryan the Monday Night Raw, we know he's not walking into Mania with the title. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? They
Finn
should have
is
saved that
constantly-
Roman.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Go.
Now, Finn is just constantly being put in like these filler title matches, like in between major shows that are happening. I remember in when Cena and Roman was gonna happen. Oh, there went Finn against Roman. Like it was just he's constantly being put in these types of things. It's just
Yeah, like
you know he's not.
We
Gonna
always
win.
know that he's never gonna win the title, but he's in that title match.
Always,
Yeah,
bro. But this time it's like for a fact, like they had the promo. Like there's no way that you're not gonna get that match now. They should have waited until after. They should have been like, I'll make my decision in a month. I'll see you in a month. I'll see you after the chamber or something.
yeah, yeah.
You come out here to address Finn. They buried Finn Balor. You talk about burying Drew McIntyre. They annihilated Finn Balor, bro.
Yeah. As far as the women's Royal Rumble guys that started the show, Liv Morgan wins her first career Royal Rumble after 9 tries. She's been in all the Royal Rumbles. Came out at 14, guys. She has yet to make a decision. What did you guys think of Liv Morgan winning the Royal Rumble, and who should she pick?
I think her winning was probably again a safe option, but I think it was a better option than Roman Reigns putting her in the final two. What was like the last 3 years or something like that, and her not winning. She's got a good fan base. She's again like you're not gonna give us like a Rhea Ripley. She's kind of doing the tag team thing. Nobody you saw was Io Sky. Um, you know Unless like an AJ Lee came out, maybe you want to give her a surprise win. I think having Liv Morgan win the Rumble was not a big deal, and I think it was the right choice. Um, as far as who she should go after, she should probably go after Stephanie Valkyria. She probably will, and that's gonna set up the whole Judgment Day breakup. But again, like am I really excited for that? Like it'd be cool to watch, like I guess, but I don't really see it as like a marquee like, oh, I got to make sure I watch this match between Valkyria and Liv Morgan. It'll be good. It'll be solid, but I think there wasn't a lot of options this year. Surprised not to see Bianca Belair. She must be really hurt, or she's coming back at the Chamber. So
I'll go real quick, Matt. Guys, bookmark this, clip this, whatever you want. Stephanie Valkyria is going to come out of Mania still champion. Why? Because Raquel Rodriguez is going to cost Liv Morgan the title. That's what I want to say.
I like that. I like that. I
She
honestly
said-
think.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's because I was watching the Raw and I was like so confident when you know Raquel she had Stephanie about to power bomb her in the table, and then she just reversed and she went through the table. I'm like, wait, I thought Rodriguez was about to win, and oh no, she doesn't. And Liv, she literally told Liv, "Yo, dude, don't get involved. Let me win this by myself." And what does Liv do? She gets involved.
gets involved.
So I don't think this is a classic breakup. I think that they're gonna be cool until Mania, and then she's gonna cost Liv the shot, just like she did at Monday Night Raw.
She gonna play that
Yeah.
shit close to the vest.
She's
I
gonna
honestly
hit
thought-
animosity, yeah.
I honestly thought Raquel should have won the title on Monday, and I think this should have been a triple threat match between Liv, Raquel, and Roxanne at WrestleMania. I think that would have been great. Um, I think what you said though, Raph, is that's probably the outcome that's going to happen some sort of way. I really thought though Raquel was going to win because even when Liv uh, came in and tried to interfere, then Roxanne came and tried to help and distracted Stephanie, and I was like, oh my God, Raquel's going to win here. Raquel's going to side with Roxanne, and then Liv's going to be kind of tight. And nope. I mean, but Liv was the good choice though to win the Royal Rumble. She was the safe choice. I mean, like you said, J. Rod, no Bianca Belair. Not sure what's going on there. Could it be she just didn't want to win in Saudi? They didn't want to go to Saudi. I don't know. Um, but Liv Morgan was a safe choice, guys. Both of these were the safe choices. That's just what it is.
Do you think they can still set up the Fatal 4-Way? Maybe, like, if like Roxanne gets a title opportunity and Liv costs her, and then Adam Pearce is like, "Yo, you've been involved in all these matches. We're gonna make it a Fatal 4-Way." Her Raquel.
J. Rod's gone. I think he was saying a fatal 4-way with all four of them. Rav, I don't know how that would work.
Nah, I think
He's
that's
back here.
I think that's just
I'm back.
fantasy booking. I think that's just fantasy booking, and it's
Because I
not
was thinking,
Triple
I
H
was thinking
booking.
about the triple. I was thinking about the triple threat with with Roxanne and all of them. Um, but then when she lost, I kind of threw it out the window because now how she's gonna get back to that.
Yeah. I mean, the man. I'm sure she's gonna pick Stephanie. That's probably the outcome that we're gonna get there. But we'll see what happens there. As far as the rest of the
Yeah,
women's
because her
Rumble
and Jade
guys,
don't make no sense.
yeah, Jade hasn't defended the title once.
It's been 3 months,
Not
bro.
once. It's
It's
been
been three.
3 months. That's
That's terrible.
insane.
But she's had matches though, right?
Has she? I don't. I couldn't tell you.
I could have swore I've seen her wrestle.
I'm not sure what's left here, man.
As far as the rest of the women's Rumble guys, anything that stand out to you? Any
I mean,
Sol
besides my ears bleeding from
Ruka. Sol Ruka is the future, bro.
Oh.
She's the future, bro.
yeah, she looked great in that Rumble. I love her finishing move. Man, it's just incredible. Um, Brie Bella guys is back.
Yep.
Yep, we hear you.
Yeah,
Can you
we
hear
hear you.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Brie
Brie
Bella.
Bella's back, guys. What do you guys think about that?
My fucking ears are still
Primo.
not recovered from her theme song. No offense, Brie. Your theme song is the worst theme song in WWE history.
Yeah, we're
I'm sorry,
probably. I
Brie.
mean,
It's facts.
probably looking at.
I
They
don't see
said
none
on
of you guys
Monday.
disagreeing with me.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty bad. It was. I mean, they're probably looking at the Bellas there going after the tag team titles at
Okay.
WrestleMania against Raquel and Io. I mean Raquel and Io, Rhea and Io. I'm just not sure, guys. Like, is it me or did Nikki Bella not turn heel a month ago against Stephanie?
I don't
And then
forgot
all of a
that.
sudden, now we just forgot about that, and
Mike,
That's true.
we love microwave booking. Just throw that shit in a microwave
uh,
30 seconds. Don't worry about it. Don't forget about it.
I don't understand. And that promo they cut on Monday, guys, Nikki thought the crowd was booing and they were chanting "Coop," and then she was like, "Wait, is that for me or for your sorry Eagles?" And then Bree's like, "Oh no, they were chanting Coop." Nikki's face was like of embarrassment. It was like, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have great taste, guys. Pro
Yeah,
Bowler.
I
Like
have great taste.
that was bad."
She's been in a
The
dynamic since
Bellas,
Cena.
the Bellas Cooper, the Jean girl, John Cena's ex-wife. That's what can't talk about in the chat. She
Yeah.
can't be a heel. They were in Philly, bro. How can she be a fucking heel in Philly when she's dating Cooper and Jean, bro? They're not gonna boo her, bro. And Bremo came back as a face. Like
Yeah,
it's like it's over. Like they're gonna
I
be
guess
faces now, and they're gonna win the chip. Watch. And they're gonna win the
that's.
tag team titles.
You think?
Come
I
on,
don't
bro.
know.
You think the washed up Bella twins are going to be probably the two best right now, Rhea and Io?
I just saw a Rumble where Triple H dumped out Dean Ambrose to win the world title. So listen, man. Comeback player of the year, Christian McCaffrey. Shout out Christian McCaffrey, comeback player of the year.
Yeah,
I'm
hopefully.
patiently waiting. I'm patiently waiting to see who's gonna win Coach of the Year because that decision right there will determine my Super Bowl pick.
Look at this guy, man, trying to get more information before he makes his decision. What is this nonsense?
Call me LeBron, and my decision is waiting.
What is this nonsense?
Last but not least, guys, in this Rumble, we saw the end of the career of AJ Styles, guys, as he lost to Gunther. He passed out there. Raph, I know you were in your feels about this one. That's been your guy this whole time. Thoughts on AJ Styles? Is this truly the end? And where does he rank among all-time greats for WWE?
All time great. I don't really know. I can't put that because when you judge AJ Styles, you have to judge everything that he comes with him, and putting him just strictly WWE is kind of hard because he's had like few title runs, but I don't really know where to put him exactly in WWE because there's more guys with longevity. But overall, in all-time wrestlers, he's definitely up there. Like he's very high, like very high on my list. All due respect to all the other wrestlers too, but very sad moment for me because it just felt very awkward because why would you end his career in Saudi? Like he has no correlation to Saudi, and if you actually care about him that much, you go to Atlanta, Georgia, back there. Even if it was just a Raw or a SmackDown like you did with Edge, you do something like that. But I don't think this is the end. I just don't think it's the end.
Yeah, I was seeing a clip from the podcast he did with Stephanie McMahon, and it kind of changed my thought process on it a little bit. He said he didn't put his gloves in the center because even though a wrestler retires, they always come back from retirement, and he didn't want to be one of those hypocrites. He was kind of saying, and I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Like you're gonna retire, but you may one day come back. But I still think he might go to TNA. We were talking about it last week. I kind of hope he goes to AEW now. I kind of want to see all those matches. I mean, him versus Hangman, we talked about it. Him versus MJF, him versus um Brody Lee that's killing it over there right now. That would be crazy to watch. But like Raph said, it's hard to rate him just solely on WWE. I think to me personally, he is.
Wait, you said Brody Lee,
Is that not sorry, not Brody Lee. What's is Brody King?
bro? Let's chill. Brody
Brody
Lee
King.
is.
Sorry, Brody Lee. Rest in peace, Brody Lee. That's my fault. Brody King. That's my fault. Um. I lost train of thought. Oh yeah. So AJ Styles being one of the greatest of all time, it's hard to say in just WWE. Even though he had a great run. 10 years is a great run to win 2 world titles. Like coming from as an outside guy, that's incredible. But to me, he's probably the greatest wrestler to step foot in WWE. Like
Oh,
I'm talking about like pro wrestler. Like I'm talking about like wrestling. I'm not talking about overall character. I'm not talking about who's over. I'm not talking about him as his mic work. I'm talking about in the ring. I think watching him work is something that we're gonna miss and we're gonna be looking for a long time to come. We're gonna be like, that guy wrestles like AJ. You know how people are like, oh, he kind of looks like Eddie Guerrero, or he kind of looks like Shawn Michaels. People are gonna be like, that guy looks like AJ Styles, and I think it's gonna be a long time before we see that. So he's a goat. He's one of the goats. Um, he's like a specialty character. Like he's just like he's a icon. He's an anomaly. He's like you can't put him on Mount Rushmore because it's hard to grade him. So shout out to AJ Styles, great career, man, and hope to see you in another company soon.
Yeah, I think AJ's one of the best technical wrestlers that's ever been in WWE. He's up there. I don't know about the greatest of all time in that department, J Rod, but I think he's definitely up there. Um, I do think it's the end though. I think it's the end because I just think he's tired of it. Like he was talking about, and that could have been just kayfabe there, right? Like he's for WWE's purposes, but I think he's tired of it, and he's tired of the grind that comes with it. So I do think that this is the end. Um, and you know what? I don't put it past WWE to try to be like, well, we don't really want you to go to AEW. Let's put you on a Legends contract here, and we don't want you going over there and having a legacy over there. I don't. That could be something that could be done. Um, but yeah, as far as the match, guys, I think AJ. It was a good match, and it was fine for what it was. Um, we all pretty much thought Gunther was gonna win. But yeah, it's been a great run for AJ Styles. 10 years. I mean, not a lot of people make it 10 years, and he had a great run. The last just 4 years, though, I mean, it's just I don't think he won a single PLE match since like 2021 or 22, something like that. I think it was like Survivor Series in 2021 or something, or 22. That was his last PLE win. I mean, that's just, you're not gonna really want to stay around too long when you know you're not gonna be winning.
And
But he had a great
and that's
career.
that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm kind of hoping he doesn't end it here, man, because he deserves one of those final big title runs or going after the title at least. It shouldn't be
Yeah.
like, oh, it's Monday Night Raw. We need a main event. AJ, you can fight for the title. Like that's fucking stupid, bro. Like you just lost all that money and that build up to fighting CM Punk. Just you know what I mean. So I hope it's not the end. I really don't.
Yeah. We'll see what happens there, guys. Last but not least, we're gonna get into our Super Bowl predictions, guys. This Sunday, Patriots, Seahawks, 6:30, NBC. First time since 2014, these two teams would play each other in the Super Bowl. J Rod, I'm gonna start with you. Seahawks favored by 4.5 here. Do the Seahawks win, or do the Patriots rise to glory again?
I'm going to say that the Patriots win this game. And I think it's going to be really close. I think it's going to be a knockout defensive drag where QBs have to make the big plays in the big moments. And not that I don't trust Sam Darnold now. I do, because he showed me he can do it, he can get it done. But I think that Mike Vrabel will have his guys coached up better and ready for the moment. And I think I will trust Drake May in the long run. So I think I'm going to have a close game. I'm going to go 26-21, where Drake May has a final touchdown that puts them up 5, and Sam Darnold's driving them down, and he just can't get the ball in the end zone. And the Pats will win their 7th Super Bowl, right? 7th? And take the league in Super Bowl wins, right? Because right now they're tied with the Steelers. So I'm going to go Pats 26, Seahawks 21.
Rap, should I go here? Should where do you want to go? All right. Man, this is hard. I've been thinking about this, and my mind says go with the favorite. Says go with the Seattle Seahawks. The Super Bowl was the Seahawks and the Rams, and they came out on top. They've had the best defense all year. Sam Darnold played the game of his life last week. And the Patriots offense has struggled in these playoffs. But what does concern me, guys, is the possible rigness of this game. Stephon Diggs, his plays for the New England Patriots. Raph, your guy Bad Bunny is going to be in the Super Bowl halftime show. It's Stephon Diggs's girlfriend. Or are they married? Are they married? No,
Sorry,
never
Cam. I'm just getting my cogent analysis.
Is Cardi B going to be in the halftime show? Maybe. Guys, and we've talked about recent Super Bowls, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. And I know Stephon Diggs and Cardi B are probably both 3 or 4 years past their prime. But I wouldn't be shocked if a Patriots win and a proposal happens after this game.
Bro, you're obsessed with proposals after the Super Bowl, homie. It's not. It didn't happen last year.
It just Sam Darnold. I want to believe in Sam Darnold, and I'm going to stick by Sam Darnold because I saw what he did against the Rams, and I know what he could have been with my New York Jets. I've got to go with the Seahawks here, guys. I'm going to say Seattle 26, to 19.
Okay, you got a close game though. Okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's my turn,
It's your turn, brother. And sorry, you didn't find out who coach of the year was yet.
huh?
Cam said you're foreshadowing Matt. By the way, he said that you already see he already sees the proposal in his face.
I hope not, Cam. Raph, Mike Vrabel just got Coach of the Year.
Oh, see, he fucking dragged it, waited, and now here we go. He's got all the info he needs.
Got NFL honors here on the TV, Mike Vrabel.
Hold on, real quick, Raph. It's only fair. Matt, did this information change your pick in any way?
It does not. It
Okay.
does not.
Okay, Raph, go ahead.
Guys, throughout this whole playoff run, I've been very good. You guys all know it. J. Ross still owes me $20. Matthew owes me $20 as well. This whole playoff run, I've been betting with my heart, but I also been betting with my mind. And it seems that every single time I've picked with my mind, I've won. The only two times I've lost was the Eagles and the Bills, and I was not thinking with my mind, I was thinking with my heart. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, bro. You gotta make a choice, man.
At least give me your thoughts here. What are you thinking? What's your
What's
reason
what's
for the
the
holdup?
yeah? What's blocking you? What's making you second guess your thoughts?
It's just that this is so 50-50 because I see both storylines, you know? This kind of vibe gives me Rams versus Bengals that 1 year redemption arc for Matthew Stafford, that redemption arc for Sam Darnold. Second year quarterback makes it to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow and Drake May. Obviously, the stats may not align, but you know what? Fuck. I've been saying the Patriots for the longest. Give me Patriots 28-25, and they win by a field goal.
28-25.
So we all have close games.
We all have close games.
Pretty close games.
What are the chances of a blowout?
I think it's high. I think it's high. I think it's high. And let me tell you why, guys. Let me tell you why. Because we saw if Sam Darnold had turned the ball over last week or the week before, and it'd be like, but they still won, it'd be like, well, he could do it again, and this time it's a better defense, and Pats are going to score some points off of that. He hasn't, guys. He hasn't. He's been
He hasn't
flawless
what?
in these. He hasn't turned the ball over.
Okay.
He's been flawless in these playoffs. And I know what the Pats defense has done, but I've seen how badly the Pats offense has struggled. And
Yeah, but they've
Seattle
been
is the number
facing.
and
Okay.
yeah, now they're facing the number one defense in the league. And I know they didn't against the Rams, they didn't look like that, but the Rams are the only team that it didn't look like that against. This is
Who?
the number one Seattle's defense. Being the number one defense, the Rams are the only team that was able to put 30 on them a couple times. That's it.
I will say though, last time these two faced off in the Super Bowl, the Seahawks were also rated the number one defense in the league.
Yeah, but they had Tom
It's
Brady.
It's Tom
I know they
Brady.
had, I know,
Drake
I know,
is Drake
but
made Tom
I know
Brady.
they had Tom Brady, but people had the same thought process back then. At that time, they had the same thoughts. Like, how's Brady gonna throw on this number one defense?
No, and again,
And exactly my point. They don't have Brady. They don't have Russell Wilson. They have Sam Darnold. Like, who would you rather take right now? 2014 Russ or Sam Darnold now.
But I mean, again, J Rod. I mean, the Seahawks lost that Super Bowl by not running it in. I mean, there's just
That's true. That's a good point. That was a good point. They should have won that game.
so I think the chances for a blowout are high. I think they are. I think the only thing that keeps this game close, which I believe will actually happen, is that Sam Darnold does turn the ball over once or twice. I do think that does happen, but I don't think the Patriots offense is going to be enough. That's why I have it as close as I do. I just don't think the Patriots offense is going to be enough.
I think the
I,
key is getting to Sam, like that defensive rush getting to him.
and I think it will. You know what? I already picked the Patriots. I already live in flesh. I picked the Patriots. Let me go defend them now. Well, everything you said, Matthew, is completely true. You have to think about it like this, Matt. In every case that we've seen the Patriots play, we've seen them play top 10 defenses. You can go back to the Chargers. But remember, they played in New England. The weather was messy. They got the win. Sure. Houston faced. I think that was 1A 1B with the Seattle Seahawks defense. But still, he got it done. The weather was messy as well. Top five defense in the Broncos. Obviously, it was a shit show game, but listen, they got it done. Now we're going to Levi Stadium. We're going to San Francisco. We're going to have a good weather. I think he can get it done. And what should scare you, Matthew, as you're picking the Seattle Seahawks, are you confident that 70% of the world is betting on the Seahawks? How do you feel about that? The sports book, Vegas loves that because now Vegas is like, you guys are betting on this. Watch this. And I'm not saying it's rigged, but let's be honest. Sports in general have been rigged since the day it started. But
Yeah.
my thing is that if this was another quarterback, I would be saying Patriots have no chance. However, something about Sam Darnold and I I just feel, and you guys can call me what you guys want, but I just feel that Sam Darnold and the Seahawks, when they beat the Rams in the NFC Championship, I think that was their Super Bowl, bro. I think that was their Super Bowl,
That
and I
was
think
just to
that was.
piss me off, right? That was just to piss me
It's
off
just to piss you
because
off.
because everything just went perfect, perfect.
And if you think about it, Matt, he he played. If you don't want to say he didn't play better, but he played just as good as Matthew Stafford, right? In a game that he was home. Are we sure that they're not gonna boo him in San Francisco? It's just factors like that. You gotta really think about that. I've been thinking about it all week, and I'm just thinking like the Patriots now are playing with no pressure at all, bro. I just feel like they're playing with no pressure. Obviously, the Super Bowl is Super Bowl, but like
Of course, there's
I just feel,
pressure.
of course, there's pressure, but I just don't see it like as much as it for the Seahawks now, especially with the whole world basically betting on them, bro. Of course,
Yeah,
you can hate the
I
Patriots.
might be part of that 70% coming here on Sunday. I might make it 71%. If it was the Rams, I might be putting a few hundred on this.
I mean, listen, assistant
If it
coach of
was
the
if it
year
was the
went
Rams, let
to
me ask you this:
Josh McDaniels. Wait,
if
what?
this was the Rams, would you be would this be you picking the Rams here? Because your only hesitancy here is
I
that
think I
Sam
would.
Darnold.
As much as I like Drake May, I think that it would be at the end of the day two good defenses, but one has to. It all depends on the quarterback and obviously receivers. And I would pick Matthew Stafford and Puka over
Like the
Stephon and
only
Drake.
thing here is Darnold turning the ball over. That's if Darnold
Well,
doesn't
not wait,
turn the
wait, wait, wait,
ball.
wait. It's not even about turning the ball over, Matt. I just think that even if you don't turn the ball over, let's be honest, those third and longs, does he convert them? You know what I'm saying? Because are they gonna trust K9 to run the Patriots down? I don't know. I think that it's gonna be a very much passing game because I think that obviously we know the pass rush for the Patriots is really fucking good. And are they gonna trust Kenneth Walker? I don't know. But I'm picking Drake May. The reason why I'm picking Patriots is I trust Drake May more than I trust Sam Darnold. That's the reason why I'm picking the Patriots.
Yeah, because
And
on paper, Seattle's better.
I think that everyone's kind of overrating the fact that during the season, Seattle's defense was really good, but Sam Darnold was just playing up to par. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't elite. He was he was just good, but he wasn't elite. And I think that Drake May, not necessarily he's in the elite category yet, but he's in a very good category in my opinion. And I feel that for as much as the Seattle's defense is good, Drake May has faced very good defenses. And like let's say that Drake May faced mid defenses throughout this playoff run, I'll be saying this they have no chance. But I think that they have a better chance than what America's thinking right now. And I think it's gonna be a close game. I may be wrong. Seattle might win by like 10 points, but I don't think it's a blowout. I don't think it's a blowout for sure. I don't think it's a blowout.
Yeah, like you said, and going back to like what you said about the Rams being their Super Bowl, was it last year when he was with Minnesota? When he was Minnesota, who did they beat before they went to Detroit? Like before they clinched the North, they had beaten somebody that they were celebrating. They had him on the shoulder. They were like popping champagne or whatever, and then they ended up not winning the North, and then they got bounced in the first round, right? I that could possibly be the same setup this time. Like you beat the Rams, you've gone to the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold's already proven that he wasn't a bust, right? So
Sure.
so why can't he fall off a cliff right now? Um, so I'm more with Raph when I'm saying like I just don't trust Sam Darnold again to make the big play in the big moment because in the Super Bowl with all that pressure coming at you, it's different, and I think I just trust Mike Vrabel to take away their best weapon. Like Cam Sam in the chat, he said that JSN would win the MVP. I don't think that would happen.
So for DraftKings,
I
so
don't
100
think that would
gets you how
happen.
much, bro?
No, guy, man, what you saying?
No, I was asking you, Rav, 100 gets you how much for the Patriots here?
Straight up.
No, I'm not doing straight up. Hell no, I'm not doing straight up.
Oh, plus four.
What you mean you're not doing straight up?
I'm doing
See,
50.
like-
50. I'm doing 50. I'm doing 50
No, but
money line and then 50 player props. 50 gets
okay, so
me
50 money line gets you how much?
145.
Yikes. And I gotta bet, I would have to bet 230 to get 100 if I bet on the Seahawks. That's,
Really? They're fucking
Yep.
favored by that much?
Yeah, it's
Those odds are crazy.
230. It's 230.
I'm taking the Patriots odds.
And
Hell yeah, I'm
even
taking the Patriots
guys,
odds.
even if I do the spread, oh the spread is bad. No, the spread is bad. Yeah, I gotta take the money line. Shit.
Jumping to 50 to what was it, Raph? 130 you said?
145.
145. I mean, is it crazy to see the Patriots win the Super Bowl? Like, they have a path. We've already spelled it out, and it's simple. Get to Sam Darnold, bro, and he's not really as mobile as he used to be.
That's the thing. Like everyone's talking about, oh, is he gonna throw an interception? Bro, he doesn't need to throw an interception.
Yeah,
He just is Sam Darnold gonna make the clutch plays at the end? Is he gonna make the plays that gets him to field goal territory? And I just don't.
and he's gonna take, and Mark Vrabel's gonna take away his weapons. He's
Bro,
from that Belichick tree.
Gonzo's gonna be on JSN, and he's gonna make them run the ball, and he's gonna go to the other guys. But
the way you guys talk about Sam Darnold's what if just pisses me off more because I'm thinking, how in the world is Matthew Stafford not holding the Lombardi Trophy on Sunday? I have
Are you
no
picking?
idea.
I'm obviously you would be picking the Rams if they were in the Super Bowl. Obviously.
You would too. Everybody would. Odds would be even worse. Be
Can I be
like
honest with you? Can I be honest with you? I would feel better with the Patriots facing the Rams than I would have them facing the Seahawks. Just because that Seahawks defense is fucking insane, bro. They're no joke.
hey, man, Mama Ray's no pussy, bro. $50 right here, guys.
Go ahead, do it, Brody. I like how he went from I'm not giving my pick today to let me bet live on stream.
Hey man.
So do you guys have a Super Bowl MVP?
Oh, so if I have Pats winning, then I think it's Drake May hands down.
I got Drake May.
Unless there's like a crazy pick six that happens in the game, you know what I mean?
And if the Seahawks win, Matt, I think JSN is the Super Bowl MVP. I don't see Sam Darnold doing it. I think that
No,
they're
I
gonna go the
think
route.
I think
Watch.
it'll be a defensive player, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I think J Rod, you know him well. I know him well. Big old Leonard
Leonard Williams?
Williams, my
Ryan Williams, that's a
guy.
good pick.
The Patriots O line has been struggling. I think he's gonna
I
wreck
mean,
that game a little bit there. Could get a
I don't
couple
think so, Matt.
sacks.
I don't think so because they didn't give it to Aaron Donald. They gave it to Cooper Cup that 1 year. So I think they
You
give it
can't.
to
I know what you're saying
JSN.
about. I know what you're saying about Sam Darnold performing well against the Rams, but he played the Rams before. It was a familiar opponent, so that was his third time playing the Rams.
Cam, I'm trying to tell him, Cam, if
This
the
is
Seahawks
this,
win, it's because of JSN. It's not because of Sam Darnold. I'm gonna say that right now.
yeah, but I just feel like if Sam facing the Patriots, that's another thing. Like this is the first time they're facing the Patriots, right? Like playing the Rams three times, you kind of get a cadence of how they play. You know what I mean?
And
A brand new
the
opponent.
same thing can be said about the Patriots facing the Seahawks for sure. But it's just like the fact that they beat the Rams and the reason why he could keep up with Matthew Stafford is because they faced 3 times, bro. They've never faced the Patriots before.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And who you taking as a coach right now? Taking Vrabel or you taking McDonald?
I'm taking Rabel right now. He has experience. He has experience. He's been in the playoffs before.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. So I'm the only one picking the Seahawks here, guys. I'm going with America. You guys are going with the underdog. We'll see what happens on Sunday, guys. Anything
sir.
else, guys?
Can't
Anything else
believe
you
Super
want to
Bowl's
talk about?
here. Before we get off here, Matt, I need to know who's better than AJ in the ring, according to you. I didn't forget about that.
I think Shawn Michaels is better.
Oh, classic Matthew going to safe route. Congrats. Bro.
That's not safe route. That's the route. That's
Keep going. I'm listening. Keep going. Who else?
Shawn Michaels. You could put Bret Hart in there.
I'm taking AJ over Brett.
I think it's close. I think he's top three to five. He's in that range. I'll take Brett and Shawn over him. Maybe third. I'll give him.
Goat, man. Another one. All these goats are just falling one by one, man. Randy's next, brothers. He's next, and then that's it.
Legend killer versus career killer. Wow.
And then Gunther's gonna get jobbed out to freaking Roman Reigns or something, and then that's it.
Yeah. So what? So you guys, what do you guys think for Gunther? What's his path to WrestleMania?
He's gonna face Rey Mysterio.
Are you serious?
No, I don't. That if he retires, Ray is gonna be like on a Friday night. Like you never know that they're gonna disrespect Ray so much, bro. I think he's retiring your guy, Brody.
At Mania?
Who, my guy?
Yeah, your guy. I think he's retiring your guy, bro. I think they got John.
That's if Brock going to sleep.
By
I thi-
pinfall, right? By pinfall, right? Because if you think Brock is tapping out, passing
Listen,
out,
bro.
you're out of your
wanna-
mind. I'm
you wanna-
I'm blowing up Triple H's headquarters, house.
Yo, bro, you want the Undertaker streak being snapped, replayed all over the stadium, bro? Have fucking Brock Lesnar pass out, bro.
J-Rod, don't put that vision in my mind.
Yeah, I need to see that, bro. I need the Matt crash out, bro. I need Matt to destroy furniture. I need to see that. That's fucking funny, bro. But yeah, I honestly think that's what's next. He's gonna retire Brock, and then he's gonna retire Randy, and then he's gonna get fed to somebody. He's gonna win the world title. He's gonna probably hold it for like a year or some shit. He's gonna be like the new Roman. But that's later. That's like maybe a year or two from now.
Maybe we could do, because they trademarked his what is it, his career killer thing, right? And
Yeah.
Now that's when he comes out. That's all. That's what you see there. Maybe we just get him and Randy at WrestleMania. Just
Nah,
career
cause
killer, legend
they gotta do
killer.
the Cody. They gotta do the Cody shit first.
But what if Randy's not fighting Cody? I mean,
There's no
if
way, bro.
Cody's going to Drew and Jacob, then so be that.
They've been teasing that shit since Cody was champion. Like, they gotta put that shit together. It'd be cool if Cody retired Randy, but like retired him like end his career like.
J Rod, Cody should be retiring himself. There's
Oh
somebody.
my God,
Cody's
here
not
we go, bro.
retiring
See, this is what I'm talking
anybody.
about, bro. End the stream, bro. End it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Because you always gotta throw us some nonsense, bro.
All right,
My
guys,
guy's
that's gonna
younger than
do
Roman
it.
Reigns, and you're over here talking about him retiring. Ridiculous, bro.
By how many months, bro? Relax. Relax.
All right,
At
guys,
least I'm not
that's
a
gonna do
fucking
it.
Z, bro.
Yep.
That's gonna
Yo,
do it for podcast.
Bro, fucking before we go, that promo by Roman, bro, that's how he has to be all WrestleMania season, bro. Just talk from the heart, bro. Don't.
Yeah,
They hand you a
his
sheet
next
for that
appearance
thing.
will be on at the Raw on Madison Square Garden. That'll be his next appearance.
Yo, that's why Raph has been trying to get us to get tickets. He knows that's where they're going, bro. He knows that's where he's gonna pop up.
If you guys don't listen to me again, I'm gonna go alone, bro. I'm gonna be like I told you so, bro. Just listen to me this one
I'm
time.
just gonna see Raph like this, standing in front of the garden.
I'm
bro.
telling you guys, think about it, guys. Just think about it. Just
I'm
think about
thinking.
it,
No, for
I'm
that,
thinking.
no. It's in the back of my mind. It's back there.
bro.
Oh yeah, good podcast, y'all.
See ya.
Next week we have a new Super Bowl champion. All right. Will Sam Darnold complete the story? Was Drake May starting his new career off with a bang?
Do the confetti test real quick. You see Sam Darnold, or do you see Drake May?
I see Sam Darnold sitting on the bench with his head down as the silver and blue flows through the air.
I see Bad Bunny giving us the greatest halftime show ever, and then I see Drake May with the blue white, and we're gonna get a red Gatorade on Mike Rabel. That's what we're gonna get. I think
Red?
so.
Heads or tails to open the Super Bowl.
I always go tails. I always go tails.
Yo, JK Raph, that shit is horchata.
Oh,
I catch
nah.
you out, bro. Yo,
All
goodbye.
right.